One bright morning, 8-year-old Siri woke up to a heart-wrenching discovery. Her beloved pet rabbit, Snowball, was missing from his cozy hutch in the garden. Snowball, with his velvety white fur and adorable pink nose, was Siri's closest companion, and she couldn't bear the thought of him being lost. She searched every corner of her home, calling his name, but there was no sign of him. Feeling helpless, Siri stepped outside, her eyes filled with tears. She searched the yard, peeked under bushes, and even checked the neighbors' gardens. But Snowball was nowhere to be found. Finally, Siri's search brought her to the edge of a mysterious forest near her home. A thick, shadowy woodland she had always been told not to enter. But the thought of Snowball all alone gave her courage. As she ventured into the forest, the towering trees seemed to whisper secrets, and the air was alive with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. Siri called out for Snowball, her voice echoing through the trees. Despite her efforts, there was no trace of him. Exhausted and overwhelmed, she sank to the base of a large oak tree and began to cry. Her sobs carried through the forest, catching the attention of its many inhabitants. Tiny woodland creatures, chipmunks, squirrels, rabbits, and sparrows, gathered around her, their eyes wide with curiosity and concern. They chittered and chirped, trying to understand why the little girl was so sad. Siri wiped her tears and said, "My rabbit Snowball is missing. He's my best friend, and I can't find him anywhere." The animals seemed to understand her words. They exchanged glances, and soon the forest came alive with movement. Chipmunks scurried off to spread the word, squirrels leaped from tree to tree, and sparrows took to the sky to alert more creatures. Before long, the entire forest joined in the search. Tiny mice darted through the underbrush, hedgehogs sniffed the ground, and frogs hopped along the pond's edge. Larger animals, too, came to help. A majestic elephant gently pushed aside dense bushes with its trunk. A lion padded softly through the clearing, with its keen eyes scanning the terrain, and a bear lumbered through thickets, sniffing the air. Even an owl perched high in a tree joined the effort, hooting directions to the others. As the day wore on, a blue jay's sharp cry broke the tension. Near a sparkling pond, a group of animals had found Snowball. He was tangled in a hunter's net, clutching a half-eaten carrot in his tiny paws. Siri ran as fast as her legs could carry her, her heart pounding. "Snowball!" she cried, kneeling beside him. The animals surrounded her, working together to free Snowball from the net. The elephant used its trunk to lift the net. The lion carefully used its teeth to untangle the knots, and the smaller animals pulled it away. Finally, Snowball was free. Siri scooped him up, hugging him tightly as his little nose twitched with relief. She turned to the animals, her eyes shining with gratitude. "Thank you all so much. I couldn't have done this without you." The creatures let out joyful sounds, chirps, roars, and trumpets, as if saying, "You're welcome!" As Siri and Snowball walked back toward the edge of the forest, the sun dipped low, casting the woods in a golden glow. Siri turned to wave at her newfound friends. "Goodbye, everyone. I'll never forget you." From that day on, Siri often visited the forest, bringing treats for her animal friends. She knew the forest was no longer just a mysterious place. It was a magical home to creatures big and small, who had taught her the true meaning of friendship and unity.